Hey everyone, I'm really quickly going to go through playlist 4 with you guys for this week. So I went to Classroom, went to the Classwork tab, found playlist 4. Your playlist is going to look like this. So this week looks a little different because basically you guys are doing it all in one, and so that's why you'll see that it's numbered. But before we get into this, it is playlist 4, and your goals this week are that you can find the 5 W's and an H in a text, so you can pull out the who, what, where, when, why, and how of an article, and then also that you can apply the morphemes to vocabulary words is the other thing that you hopefully can do by the end of this week. So I put up here weekly reminders or some things that you need to know about this week. Obviously, we didn't have school on Monday. Library day is Thursday this week, so we get to go to the library, so make sure you have your library books to renew or return. And then Tuesday through Friday, you need to read. So starting today, at the beginning of the hour, you read for 7 minutes at the beginning of class. So I didn't put that within the playlist itself, but you just know Tuesday through Friday that you go ahead and read for 7 minutes. And it will be up on the board on the Clear Touch. So just look for that cue. I did number the items this week, so there's 7 things that I hope that you will accomplish, or 6 really, and then the 7th one is if you have time, I would like to do this with you. But so essentially 6 things, maybe 7. I did put it Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday this week because those are our working days. And so you have essentially 3 whole class periods to get 6 things done. The first thing is a vocabulary and morpheme lesson. So if you click right here, you will actually pull up a Pear Deck, and it looks like this. Here in a second, let's see. I'm feeling great today. But it will be a Pear Deck, and you can go through and you can navigate. There's a couple of things that I wanted to make sure that you guys knew about this. So the first thing is, I really hope you guys utilize this option, but I went on and actually took the time to add audio to every single slide. So it will read the items for you. So you just click the audio included option. Or you should be able to. But you should be able to click that audio, and it should be able to let you go through and actually have it read to you. Oh, I know why. It's because my volume is off on my computer. But you should be able to click it, and you should be able to hear the audio, okay? So go through and do that. That is the Pear Deck. And then you'll come across like questions. Okay, word number 2 for this week is consent. So this is what I mean. I'm sorry that I misdirected you guys. Instead of clicking that, make sure you look for the headphone icon, and you can click that and have it be read to you. So the first thing that you're going to see is going to be vocab words, and you're going to want to put those in your tracker, your vocabulary tracker on Google Classroom. Remember, if you go to Google Classroom, it is underneath general information, underneath Morpheme and vocabulary tracker. So you're going to put it in this vocab tracker here. The next thing that you're going to see, oh, and it even gives you sentences at the end, and you can actually drag the number that correlates or goes with that word so that you can actually figure out or fill in the blank with the numbers. And then the second part of this is going to be morpheme. So you're going to put this in your morpheme tracker. And so I even put the morphemes here. So these are the prefixes, here's the definitions, and here's the examples. And again, there is audio on every one of these slides. So please utilize that. The next thing that I want you to be aware of for this too is that actually what I did for you guys was I included this document, and essentially you will be able to copy and paste all of what you need. So For the vocab words, I put here the vocab word and the vocab word and the definition, so you can actually copy and paste those into your tracker. And I put up here what you basically do would be select the text, then Control C copies it, and then click where you want to put it, and then Control V paste it. So follow along with that. I also put the sentences, so all you have to do is essentially fill in the blanks to make sure that the sentence is complete. But you can copy and paste these sentences into the tracker, and same with these. You can copy and paste the prefixes and the suffixes for this week, and the definitions and the examples. So that's something really important to note, that you don't have to type it out this week, that you just have to copy and paste this into your tracker. So that's our first thing that you guys need to do. The second thing is that you're going to watch these videos, and if you click on it, you'll see there's 4 videos, and I want you to watch all of them. It's a reminder about what Thieves is, so I want you to do all of these while you're reading. But the Thieves model, the 5 W's and an H, I want you to watch that again and see how to do that. And then I also included 2 helpful things when annotating a text. So this is about how to highlight and annotate on Newsela, and this is also about some things that you could look for while reading a text. The reason I included these is because this is basically my instruction for you guys. This is what I would be doing with you guys if we were doing this whole class, but we're not, because we're going to be doing this all on our own this week because it's very self-paced. And then I even said make sure to watch all the videos. And if you notice, if you add all of these up, it's just over 10 minutes, or it's less than 15 minutes altogether. And so it should not take you very long to watch those videos and then move on. The third thing is you're going to pick your article this week. So last week we talked about racial injustice, and we were talking more modern times. This week we are actually going to be looking at race through the ages. So if you click on here, there's several articles. Yeah, there's several articles that you can see. Let's see if I can get it. And if it doesn't take you straight to the link, you've been assigned this in your assignments, but it's the race through issues throughout the ages. And if you click on it, you'll see there's different examples or different articles. So Southern Civil Rights, it's actually a speech, the abolition of slavery, Martin Luther King Jr., maybe you want to read about him, or Nat Turner. So these are 4 articles that have come from different time periods, but are also talking about racial injustice or race issues throughout the time period. So you get to pick one of those to read. I even said you can work on a partner, but you need to ask first, or work on this with a partner, but you need to ask first. So if you want to work with somebody, just come and talk to me so that I can essentially approve it and make sure that it's okay. You guys also would need to be reading the same article, which I don't know, like if you're going to pick the same article as somebody you want to work with. So that's another thing as well. So you're going to pick an article to read, and then you are going to work with a partner or independently. If you're like, I don't want to work with anybody, that's fine too. 4 is go through the Thieves model before reading. So I actually want you to go through and do everything with the Thieves model, just like we did in class last couple of weeks. I'm not going to have you fill anything out, but I do want to see you guys doing this. This is not a step to skip, because this is important. Thieves basically lets you steal stuff from the text right away. Then I'm going to have you guys fill out, so this is what you're actually filling out for this article, but fill out the 5 W's and an H template, and that's on Google Classroom. So if you went to Google Classroom, it's underneath playlist 4 where it always is, and it's the 5 W's and an H worksheet. Fill out here, and you're actually going to fill out the who, what, where, when, why, and how of this article. And yes, you can do this with your partner. But again, if you guys are working together, then that's not one person giving the other person the answers. That's you guys actually talking about it together. And I do want to be very clear that if I see that happen, at where one person is just doing the work and the other person is copying, then you guys won't work together anymore. And in fact, if you guys also can't work well together, you go on a list and I don't let you guys work together anymore. So choose wisely on your partner. I love when kids can work together and when they do partner up, but I also have to be able to trust you guys. And if I can't trust you to work and actually get your work done, then I'm not going to let you work together anymore. So also keep that in mind. So that's where the 5 W's and an H is. And I also put to annotate the text. So just like we kind of went over last week, if you are on an actual article, you can highlight and make notes. So I'm going to just show you, if you like double click on a word or highlight the words, you want to do that whole section, you can highlight it a different color, which one of the videos actually goes through and tells you how I want you to highlight it with the different colors. You can also make a note, like this is so cool. Or if you're doing the 5 W's and an H, you could put like who next to it because it might be the who this is about, right? So that's how I want you to annotate the text. And so when I actually go in and see and go through and look at your articles, I should see that you've annotated, that you've highlighted some things and made some notes. So that's what I'm looking for that as well. The last thing that I want you guys to do for sure for this week is answer the comprehension questions at the end of the article. So those 4 comprehension questions that are in the activities, the quiz. So you should have also, for Thieves, gone through and looked at these questions to make sure you could get the right answer. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know. That's why I'm here. If you get done with all of this and there's still time on Friday, number 7 says when you get done with 1 through 6, come see me, because I would like to work on writing a summary with you guys, because I think you have a lot of good potential to write a good summary. But because you're all doing very different articles, that's going to have to be like as you get done, come see me and we'll get that started. So like I said, if you have any questions, please let me know. Do not hesitate to ask. That is why I'm here. Good luck.